I'm so excited today to finally meet in person Andrew Peterson, who has written the Wingfeather saga. Andrew, when I've been describing to people the Wingfeather saga books, I'm saying it's like we're kind of coming to a party that's already got going and is already going. But I mean, for many of the people who are looking at this video today, they may not know what's gone before. So
Right.
How would you kind of describe the journey so far for the Wingfeather saga?
Sure, yeah. So so it started with me as a singer-songwriter. I think of that as my main job, although they're pretty well balanced now. But I remember going to a few of my friends in the band and saying, I really want to write an epic fantasy series, and they were all like, good luck with that, moving on. But then I had read the Narnia books to my kids, and it kind of reignited in me this love that I've had since I was a little kid for fantasy and for big stories. And so I talked to my wife and I said, that book I've always talked about writing, I think I'm going to really try it this time. So that led to me spending about 5 years building the world, working on book one, and then finally publishing it in 2008. I usually tell people it's a combination of The Princess Bride and The Lord of the Rings, but I don't know if you guys know The Princess Bride over here. It's big in the States. But there's a little bit of whimsy and humor in it, but I also really wanted it to be a big story, and the stakes are high, and the characters, I didn't want them to feel cartoony. I wanted them to feel like real people. And so it focuses on three siblings, really on one family. And these three children are at the heart of the story. And in book one, they are living in an occupied village, occupied by these creatures called the Fangs of Dang. And they just assume that this is their life and it will always be their life. And then one day they happen upon a secret that eventually leads them to realize that they are at the center of this giant mystery, that suddenly they're on the run from Nag the Nameless, who's the main bad guy, who at all costs wants to capture them. And so this family goes on this crazy journey of trying to survive, and eventually, I won't tell you what happens eventually, but that's kind of the groundwork. It's a world that is full of strange creatures, and the most dangerous thing in the forest is a toothy cow, a fanged cow. So that gives you a little hint, but yeah, that's the heart of the story. I wanted to tell a story where the family actually, where the kids and the parents it was a healthy picture of what a family could be. So many stories rely on, there are so many fantasy novels that are orphan stories, and there are good reasons for that. But I wanted to tell a story where the kids actually leaned on the parents, and the parents trusted the kids, and that they were all in the same team together, and that's how they operated best.